What is the neuroscience behind General Z perfectionism? Have you ever wondered why so many young people today feel the pressure to be perfect? Let's break down the neuroscience behind perfectionism in Generation Z and how it relates to mental health and social challenges. Perfectionism is about setting very high standards and being overly critical of oneself. Research in neuroscience shows that this behavior is linked to specific brain circuits that help with self-regulation, error monitoring, and emotional processing. Key areas of the brain involved include the prefrontal cortex, which helps with planning and self-control. The anterior cingulate cortex is responsible for detecting mistakes and conflicts. Lastly, the amygdala processes emotions, especially fear and anxiety. In Generation Z, these brain systems might be especially sensitive, leading to increased self-criticism and anxiety related to perfectionism. Growing up in a digital world, Generation Z faces constant social comparison through social media. This environment can amplify brain responses related to social evaluation and stress. It can increase activity in brain regions that process social threats and rewards. As a result, perfectionistic tendencies may become a way to gain approval or avoid negative judgment from peers. From the perspective of cognitive behavior therapy, understanding these brain mechanisms helps explain why perfectionism often leads to mental health challenges like anxiety and depression. Cognitive behavior therapy focuses on identifying and changing unhelpful thoughts and behaviors that stem from these brain processes. For instance, it targets the tendency to over-monitor mistakes, which is linked to the anterior cingulate cortex, and works to reduce catastrophic thinking about errors. Cognitive behavior therapy also addresses the exaggerated fear responses managed by the amygdala. It teaches coping skills and promotes balanced self-evaluation. Practically, cognitive behavior therapy helps individuals recognize unrealistic standards shaped by external pressures, such as parental expectations and social media influences. It encourages setting achievable goals, tolerating mistakes as part of learning, and reducing self-critical thoughts. These strategies align with neuroscience findings by aiming to regulate overactive brain circuits involved in perfectionism and anxiety. The neuroscience behind Generation Z perfectionism involves heightened activity in brain regions responsible for self-control, error detection, and emotional response. This is influenced by social and digital environments. Cognitive behavior therapy uses this understanding to develop interventions that reduce the negative impact of perfectionism. By changing thought patterns and behaviors, cognitive behavior therapy supports better mental health outcomes for Generation Z facing social and academic challenges.